Thank you so much for coming. So today we will talk about the IPO 2020, although now is 2021, but we talk about the last year's IPO. Okay, so today's topic, we have 5 topics. The one is a weekly news, and then second one is a macroeconomics. And the third one is a corona update and the IPO fundamental analysis. And the lastly, current market risk. Okay, so let's go to one by one. So this is a weekly report, weekly performance. So last week till now, many of the company actually is going down. The price is going down. Although I tell you the reason, so currently the long-term bond, the interest rate is going up currently. So because of that, the money is shifting from the stock to the bond. So that is one of the reasons. The another reason is this is a sector rotation. So like the IT was good in the 2020. Many of the GAFAM, they took over. They actually because of the digital transformation, many of the money shifting to the IT side. But now that one is coming back to the service sector or the old economy sector. So this is called sector rotation. And then because of the sector rotation, because this COVID-19 vaccine is working currently. So because of that, the money is shifting. So that is happening now. So the energy area is increasing a lot. Meanwhile, many of this tech and the communication side, online, Zoom or Google, Facebook, many of them are going down. Amazon is all going down now. And the next one is ETF. ETF is also some area, financial area. So this one is, and then also the energy area is going up, but many of the other area is going down. So this last week was not so good for many of the people, I think. Tesla stock is suffering now. It's going down. It's I think how much percent? So yesterday was almost 8.55%. So this one is very significant. That means like it's not only the Tesla, but also like many the ETF who is involved in this Tesla also going down, like the ARK also going down. Bitcoin is tumbling. They are also going down now. It used to be like almost 60,000, but now it's again back to the 45,000. So yeah, so the Bitcoin is currently coming back to 40,000, 50,000 area. And then this is another news, is this shortage of the chips, because like many the company, the high demand, the semiconductor is very high demand now. Many companies need the chips, like for example Apple, Facebook also, they have like the Oculus Quest, they also need these chips. Many of the chips is necessary nowadays. But the semiconductor who is actually manufacturing these chips, they cannot catch up this demand. The supply is delayed. For example, many of the semiconductor company who is producing this the actual chips is coming from Taiwan. So those areas, it's high demand. But many of the company who need these chips is they are under the shortage now. So yeah, so that is happening. So and then also the last week, the Berkshire Hathaway, they reported about earning report. Then Warren Buffett, actually, they exposed what they bought, what they sold. Then that is here. They bought Verizon, then Chevron, Marsh, EW Scripts. Especially what we have to describe here is Verizon. So the Verizon is basically, the high demand for the Verizon. It's because they are providing the 5G, the infrastructure stuff. And then also they buy more for the T-Mobile. This is also the same reason. They are because like many of the infrastructure part, they have to rebuy their device for the 5G. So it makes sense if they are putting the money into this infrastructure area. So that's why their money is shifting to this T-Mobile or Verizon. Okay. Then another one is they sold partially Apple, Wells Fargo, or General Motors. This kind of company. The reason again, I think that Apple is very high now. And also the Wells Fargo is a bank, right? But American, they actually didn't sell any of the, not everything. They just partially sell this Wells Fargo. So that means like, not sure like the reason why they are selling the partially. But yeah, so this is what happened now. Okay, so this is, and also we can mention about this Cassie Wood. The Cassie Wood is she's a CEO and then CIO in the ARK. ARK is a very nowadays very famous company as an investment company. Then I also check about their side every time. They are more focusing on high growth area, and also the high tech area. And then they are buying the Tesla recently. Also, they purchased the Unity. Unity is they are providing the IDE for the game industry. They also Nintendo. So they are buying this area, and they also selling API. This one is a Chinese company. They are providing the API to the user. So I think, so also they are buying more the PayPal. And then, so this is what happening now. And the earning report season. I will talk about this earning report here. Some of them. Zero stock price, the home purchase and the resale business. They are accelerating the real estate portals are bullish on the outlook. So this the ticker code is Z. The platform for the home, the buying and the selling. They are growing a lot because like currently the demand for the home is very high, stay very high. Many people is still stay at home. They're not going back to the office yet. So this kind of the platform is still a hot trend. And the Uber is price is slightly down, but it's not that down. Delivery business supplement growth, sales are expected to increase year on year. This one we can consider as the recovery stock. Means if the economy is back to normal, then probably this one is coming back again. But currently the Uber, their Uber Eats or those kind of like delivery service, they are making money. The Lyft, they don't have like the kind of delivery service, but after the Q2 2021, the sales are expected to increase year on the year. the new move towards the hybrid network of the human and the autonomous the vehicle. So the Lyft is it's considered as the recovery stock, and they are also coming back again. Twitter stock price is 8.6%. Advertising revenue up 30%. So not only the Twitter, but also the Google, many of the advertisement companies, they actually making a lot of money. The one of the reasons why they are making a lot of money nowadays, because many people is shifting from the offline to the online, and the online advertisement business is heating up now. So their demand is very high. But offline advertisement business is still stay low, but the online advertisement business is coming back again. So that is one of the reasons. So it's not only the Twitter, but also any other online advertisement company. The Bumble Match Group, they are the dating app application. They also making a lot of profit now. Because people cannot see each other. So yeah, so this is the one way they can see. And they are providing the video nowadays. So that I think they are helping to talk. And then Check is a education system, online education system. Sales increased by 63%. So that they also making actually take advantage of this the opportunity. They are actually growing a lot. So they're also good. Shopify, they actually price is coming down, but until they release this earning report, it was going up a lot. So so it was amazing. So sales is 93.6% YOY up. Forecast, so it's huge actually, almost 100%. So this is also again the big the wave coming from this COVID-19, and then they actually take advantage of that. Shopify is also providing. Shopify is actually the competitor of the Amazon. So the Amazon is they actually providing the many of the grocery stuff to the people via the Amazon platform. But Shopify is whoever like the middle class to the small company, if they want to have like online business, they want to sell something in the online, they this Shopify provides that platform easily to those sellers. Okay, so that is the Fastly. Fastly is an etching company. Their sales growth is 40% within the company's guidance forecast range. So progress is strong after the acquisition of the Signal Science. Security company has grown faster than Fastly. The cross-selling with enterprise customers. The outlook slowed down a little. So the Fastly is, if you know about the Bytecode, so TikTok. So the company who is providing the TikTok, they are utilizing this Fastly. And then what Fastly is doing is, Fastly is edge computing. What is the edge computing? Edge computing is, you don't have to go to the cloud. Cloud is basically server. User have to access to the server to get to some contents. So that response is slow if we have to wait this response from the cloud. But if they use the Fastly, because the Fastly is kind of, you don't have to go to the cloud. They have the copy of the cloud in this Fastly, many places. So instead of going to the centralized database in the cloud, they have like this scattered areas, scattered the cloud, scattered. So that is called the edge. So the user doesn't have to go to the centralized database. So that is they are providing this thing, this service. So it's called the Fastly. And then Twilio, actually they are excellent for the earning report. The growth accelerated 65% over time, stock price 10% increase. So it's increasing a lot. Okay, sorry, I have to mute. Sorry. Okay, so the growth rate is very high. What Twilio is doing is they are actually providing the API. Then that API is connecting to our phone 6. For example, when you have to have the 2 authentication, you get the number, 6-digit number. That is coming to your tickets, right? So that is utilizing this Twilio API. So that is another thing. Fiverr, this is a fast growing the digital service marketplace, which means like if they want to provide the service, if they want to buy the service, they match up in this marketplace. Then they can find like for example, if I want to create some application and then I need a designer, then I will hire the designer from this platform. Likewise, they are providing many kind of service here, and they accelerating the 90% growth. Strong outlook for the Q1 2021. Stock price is fell 1% down, but I think anyway, this company is still keep growing. It's because I think that many of people lost a job. But still like they have to work. Then they are trying to find a job here, and they're going to provide their own service in there. At the same time, the most of the service here is cheap compared to if you want to hire somebody as a full time. Whereas if they partially like the temporary hire somebody here, this one is more cheap. So that's why people are choosing this kind of platform. So likewise, like after COVID-19, economy is shifting in different way. We have to catch up with what is current trend. Okay, so the macroeconomics, I will talk about the US specifically. So the inflation is, of course, like so 2020, before 2020, it was 2.3%. Now it's going down after the COVID-19. Then it's coming back again. Now almost 1.4%, which is, so this is one of the reasons why like this long-term the interest rate is going up. So inflation is slightly going up. By the way, like the FRB's target for the inflation is 2.0. So unless it's going to that number, still probably it's going up. The unemployment rate in the again, this one is the US, right? So it was very high in the 2020 April, but it's coming down 6.3%. Although this unemployment rate, those people who already gave up to find a job, it's not counted here. So not sure actually, like according to the US government, the FRB chairman says like this 6.3% is not actual number. Probably it could be go higher, like 10% or more. But anyway, it's coming down as a trend, so that is good. Government debt to the GDP in the US again, so this one is going up because like they are, so they have to have the debt. And the US 10 years bond yield was very low after the FRB decided, okay, we switched to 2% plus to the 0.25%. But long term and then short term, the interest rates are different. Long term is we are expecting, we are just leaving to the market. The short term is decided by FRB, central bank. So this one is going up slightly. One of the reasons why this one is going up is because the market is expecting the economy recovery. Because after this vaccine, then people kind of prove the vaccine is working now. So many investor is expecting the economy it should be recovered very soon, not long term. So that is one of the reasons. And then also money supply. Of course, money supply is significantly high now. I always mention in this session that they are actually, because the government has to support for the many of the students people, like the US people. So they are giving the stimulus package, economic stimulus package to the people. So they already decided, they already distributed 600, and then again they are distributed 1,400 to the everybody. So naturally, this money supply is going up. So 2020 is huge. It's almost 3 times more compared to before 2020. So it's a lot. And in bankruptcy, this one is interesting. When I check this, so the bankruptcy is very high around the 2020 after the COVID-19, but it's coming down in the 2021. So that is good. Wage growth, this one is very low in the 2020 April, and it's coming back again. So this kind of like number will give good reference to the FRP, means like they may they can know about like what they have to do in the next step from this kind of number. So they are checking about this number. That's why I brought this macroeconomics today, because this is very important. So the crude oil it's minus 30% before, like April, like 2020. Once nobody use oil anymore, but then again it's coming back again. So it's almost to not same as 2019, but it's this demand is it's recovering now. So that is good. I'm not sure it's good or not, but anyway, it's coming back. Consumer price index, this one is gives us some kind of like the reference for FRB, whether they want to raise the interest rate, short interest rate high or not. So this CPI it's coming up again, means like they are quoting slightly inflation. So that is happening now. PMI is a manufacturing number. So it's coming back again, almost it's coming back. This is each country's GDP, the interest rate, jobless rate, or those kind of things. Okay. So if I see this one, what I found out here is if the country is still struggling for COVID-19, their jobless is still high. So Brazil here is very high. So the country who already got the vaccine and they are distributing a lot, I think they are recovering slightly. Let's go to the next COVID-19 update. This is worldwide, like which country is recovering, which country is still they have many the COVID-19 increase daily for the new case. So if we see here this world map, many of the country is the COVID-19 new case of the COVID-19 is decreasing. US is also same. China, Australia, Europe is going up again in this last 1 week, but Importantly, this US is coming down again. So yeah, overall, it looks okay. UK is also coming down. This is so each country is like how much coverage they have in the COVID-19 vaccine. And then I'm using the Israel as a vaccine benchmark. So the Israel is actually after the almost 50%, 60%, the still like the Israel is the number one country for the COVID-19 vaccine coverage. And in this number, the new case of the COVID-19 is coming down a lot. Previously it was almost 10,000, but now it's 3,000 plus, which is good. So we can see clearly this is the second wave is ending now. So that is good. Second highest coverage country is UAE, United Arab Emirates, and then that is also coming down again. So because they also cover more than 40-50%. So that is good. Pfizer vaccine shot, the BioNTech Pfizer vaccine shot, stop the COVID spread. Israel study shows. What they found recently from this study is not only stopping the spread, but also, for example, if somebody got the COVID-19 vaccine, they tend to not to spread. So that was a kind of doubt for a long time. But according to this statistics study, they say like they stop spreading to the people out of the people. So that means like this COVID-19 vaccine is very effective. Yeah, so that's what we know. Okay, now let's talk about the IPO 2020. IPO IPO, by the way, is an initial public offering, which is the company they actually start to publishing their stock in the market. So this is the booming, the IPO booming US stock market. So the total funding this year hit the record high, the 433 billion. So it was the highest time in the 2020. And then if I check about this one, 2020 ranking. So okay, let's go to, so this is a 20 to 10, ranking 20 to ranking 10. And then this one is top 10. So the highest one is CureVac, CBAC. It's increased like when they started the price, that was $16, but now it's $104. So 551% up. So likewise, like many of the company here is going up around over 500. Then yeah, it's huge. Then let's go to the next one. So okay, so I will show about this. So I grabbed this data from here, 2020. Just for your reference, I give you 2019. So 2019 is so the Zoom is the highest. Yeah, likewise like Bill or BioNTech, many of the companies, CrowdStrike, they also go up. Yeah, so if somebody hold 2 years, then it's like this, 1,000, which is huge, 10 times more. But even in the 1 year, still this one is 500 up, which is very high. Okay. Now I put these things into the Python script, which I trying to analyze which one is good company. from the fundamental. Because even though we see the company's price is going up, of course they have so many reasons why they are going up, but we have to check about their fundamental statement. Means their company is healthy, they are making profit, they are making the good revenue. We have to check about that. So I put the top 20 company from this list, 2020. Then put this stock into here. Then what I did is more than 20% up. If I sum it up of this, the profit, the revenue growth, both of the growth is more than 20%. Then we just include as a good company. If it's out of that less than 20%, then I exclude it. So if I do that, then only this 5 company remain. Then this 5 company, the revenue is it's like this. The KC, I will explain. I will show you this company detail later. But this 5 company remain here. The growth. This one is a revenue, and this one is growth. The profit. So now, if I put this one into matrix in the income growth and the revenue growth, if I put this one here, then this NARI is good number here. So of course, right top is a good place. Left bottom is not a good place because this one is low. But still 0.1 means this one is 10%. This 0.4 is 40%. So income growth is 40% up. This NARI is 60% up for the income growth. The revenue growth is, this one is 50% growth. So which is, most of this company is good. This is a rule of the 40%. Means I just summed up of this 2 growth into one place. Also the PSR. PSR is, if you don't know about the meaning of the PSR, PSR is market cap divided by annual revenue. So what we can see from this PSR is if I $10 and my market cap is 100, then if I another 10 years, then I can reach the current market cap. So what we can see here is the years. So for example, this SDGR, if they this year's annual revenue for next 8 years, then they can reach the current market cap. That means it's very overvalued. Whereas this KC and the FTHM, they are very low, less than 10, means they are undervalued. So they are still okay to buy from this matrix. That's what we can see. Another thing that I added here is I added the price growth. Means which company grow their price within this last 3 months. So if I see that, then this FTHM is good, 149% up. This is because we can see from here. So this FTHM is so this FTHM is PSR wise still here, so they still have the a lot of room to grow from the price wise, I think. They also I check about market cap. Market cap is like this, and then this one is a next quarterly estimate. This 3 company is still expecting they grow more next quarter. And then this is price growth versus income growth. So the growth rate is it's the same. It's 40%. So revenue growth plus income profit growth. So versus this price growth. Price growth is how much percent they grow within this last 3 months. So most of the company here is still have a lot of the room to grow for the price wise. Okay, then another graph here. This blue line is S&P 500. Means like S&P 500 includes Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, many of the good company. And normally we use this one as an index. So whereas like how about this company? So this company is the KC. KC is what? KC I can tell you here. I think this KC is cloud. So this KC is a King Soft Cloud Holding Limited, provides a cloud service to the business. Organization in China, company offers a public cloud service to the customer in the various vertical and including the game, video, AI. So this is a Chinese-based company, but they are providing the cloud stuff. So they are growing a lot. And if we see about these two graphs, I think the last one within just recently, I think their price is growing a lot. But until then, it was a bit down here. Let's go to this FTHM. So what is this company? So this is a Phantom Holding Fund. So they are providing a cloud-based real estate brokerage service. So this is America-based, Atlantic Southwest. So this is a US-based company. They are again like a platform-based company, like real estate. It's kind of similar to the Zero. Their price is also growing a lot. Within this 1 year, 401%, 401. And even like this 3 months, 149%. So I think it's the same reason why like Zero, this home buy sell platform company, they actually making a lot of profit is because home is high demand now. Then also, so if I see this graph, it's steadily growing. And then, I think they didn't go down for a long time. So they just steadily growing up. So this is also one of the good company, I think. Just ticker code is FTHM. Okay. So the next one, this ONEM. Then what they are doing is, so this is a health insurance company. But this one is a membership system. So One Life health insurance company are operating membership-based primary care platform. The company has developed the healthcare membership model based on direct-to-customer enrollment as well as employee sponsorship. So this is a US-based company. They actually, not only, so they have like a membership, but also they are providing the very nice support to the user. So US, the medical system is, honestly saying, it's not that good. I was also living there. The very, very high cost, but the service is not good. So I think that this is one of the good area to focus. If they have like a nice, good the care platform here. If they have like if they collect some of the membership and they're providing specifically for this user nicely for some service, that is good thing. So they are the price is also going up. Within 1 year, 149%, and in 3 months, 63%. So they also steadily growing up. If check about this graph here. It was 2020, middle of the 2020, it's coming down again, but recently it's coming up. So I think that maybe the annual report was good. So it's, it's steadily growing now. The another one is NARI. Okay, so what is this company? Okay, medical company. So the commercial stage medical device company focus on the developing the product to treat and transform the lives of the patients suffering from the venomous disease in the United States. Okay, so there is another medical platform. They also increase a lot, 164% within 1 year, 3 months 65%. So let's check about their graph here. Yeah, so they also, it's kind of following the S&P 500. Yeah, especially last December till now, it's significantly growing. Yeah, so it's good. Another one is SGDR. So SGDR, okay, so they are coming down. If I check about here, okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, it's very steadily growing. Then this provides a computational platform to accelerate drug discovery and the material design for the. So this is a biotech company. So the biotech company. It's steadily growing, 112% up within 1 year, 3 months 63%, even 1 month 70%, which is very good. If I check about this number, they are going down significantly after the July, but it's coming back again. So yeah, which is good. Then this is a price for the last 3 months, and then 6 months. Then this is the last 1 week. So the last 1 week, it's going down. I will explain this reason later. Okay. Okay, so this is the data analytics. So the current market risk is the long term, the interest rate it's going up. It's over 1% over 1.2 or 1.2% if we check about here, and it's already surpassed the so the graph wise, the angle is very steep, whereas like this S&P is coming down because of this. The reason why people want to do this they want to do this is because like stock is still like we have some kind of volatility, but bond is always very steady. So they rather shift to the safer assessment, safer area, because like this bond is the profit is less, but the asset wise it's very risk wise it's very safe. So now what is happening here is some of the money is shifting from stock to the bond. So that's why the long-term bond is going up, where the stock it's slightly shrinking recently. Like this yesterday, also the last Friday, it's going down, and then S&P I think 500 down maybe like 5 consecutive days it's going down nowadays. So that is what happening. The long-term interest and the short-term interest is not equal. Short-term interest is decided by the central bank, but long-term interest rate is decided by the market. So the market is expecting the economy is recovering. So that's why money is shifting to the long-term the bond. So another reason why this bond is going up is because like money supply. We are they are providing more money, and then because of that, each percent has to be go up. So that's one reason. Another reason is the retail sales for the Q1 in the I think the Q4 in the 2020 was very good. Prediction was 1.2%, but actual number is 5.3%. And if you see about this CPI, consumer the CPI is going up. That means like the what is happening here is the people who is working from home, they just work from home. They don't go overseas. They just stay at home. They don't spend much money. So they are spending more money for like iPhone. They just the purchasing from the online more some stuff. Besides, currently the stock market is very growing very well. Because of that, many of people make more money nowadays. So it was kind of rich people is making more rich people is making more money nowadays. Means like the people who didn't lose a job, they actually stay at home, but still they can work from online. They are making more money nowadays. So those people is spending more money in the consumer side, the retail sales. So what I check about this detail of this actual price, actual the rate. Mostly not only so the online sales is also good, but also even like luxurious one is also selling very well. So yeah. Then recently Yellen, if you know about this person, the Janet Yellen, she's actually so she talk about this unemployment rate, and then what she's thinking now is if the unemployment rate currently 6.53%, but unless it's going to 2019 level, like around 2019 level, unless it's going to reach there, she say she still supply the money to the market. So this policy doesn't change. So that is good for the market, because like the market is still expecting the stimulus package from the government, and the government already decided 1,400 to the each people, and then 1.5 trillion the money is supplied to the many of the sector. So she mentioned that means like it's good, it's supporting the market. Also she mentioned about the Bitcoin, and then she said like the Bitcoin is very extremely inefficient because the cost for the electronic is very high. If we try to make a 1 Bitcoin, we have to spend so much energy, the computer energy, and that is very inefficient. And then she also mentioned like nobody is using, actually like this one is kind of it's a betting money. It's not like it's not use actual the market. Means like we don't transact the money via the Bitcoin. We just using the Bitcoin as asset management. So because of that, she mentioned this has to be careful. Like Bitcoin has to be careful. So after she mentioned about this, then Bitcoin price is going down. So, but we have to mention here, the total Bitcoin is 21 million. Then the accessible Bitcoin is 18 million. Why? It's because rest of the 3 million is gone forever. It's because many of the people lost their private key. Like means like probably like they lost because like hardware is broken. Because of that, they cannot access this Bitcoin anymore. Or so that kind of the accident happened. If that happened, then they cannot access to the Bitcoin anymore. So this 3 million is lost. Then another one is most of the like 11 million of Bitcoin is not traded. So it's not in the market. Most of the exchange, like Coinbase or whatever, they are trading within just this 4 million Bitcoin. They just selling buy from this within this 4 million. So because of this shortage of the preciousness of this Bitcoin, so that's why recently the price is going up. But since she mentioned that Bitcoin is not good as a transaction, I agree. This one is definitely not scalable. Because of that, so since because she's very important person in the U.S. economy and the world economy. I just mentioned about her, Janet Yellen. Who is she? She is an American economist serving the United States Secretary of the Treasury. So she used to be the FRB chairman. Like before this, you see the left side is a guy here. He's a Powell. He's a chairman of the FRB. He decides the interest rate. This lady, the Janet Yellen, she's a boss of this Powell previously because she used to be the FRB chairman 2014 to 2018. And then I think after Trump became the president, she was dismissed from that position. But again, she came back after the Democrat Party, Biden became the president. So now her idea is more like the Obama era. So besides this person, of course, Janet Yellen has a very good relationship with the Powell. So the Powell is also a very important person for the market. So this Janet Yellen, anything she mentioned, we cannot ignore because it's any of the advice or whatever she mentioned will impact the market currently. Okay, so that's it for today. I give you the feedback. I want to get the feedback. So if you want to give me the feedback, you can give me the feedback from this link. Then thank you so much. Until do you have any question? If you have, I can just listen. If you give me any question for today's one or anything, just give me now. Then otherwise, I will just finish today's session. So tomorrow, next week, we will talk about the macro, the indicator for the macroeconomics. I will talk about the high junk bond or the dollar index, or they have many like 9 or 10 many index, the indicator which will affect the market. That we have to know because like many of the fund manager, many broker, they are using this indicator. If you don't know about this, then you miss some opportunity. So this is also important. So we will talk about that next week. Then otherwise, I think that's it for today.
Satoshi-san.
Yes.
This is Bernard here.
Yes.
Satoshi-san, is it okay if I pose you a few questions?
Yes, sure.
Okay, first and foremost, I think I truly like your perspective with your sharing. However, may I ask, what is your agenda for having shared all these nice intelligence to us?
Okay. Because I do these things, then I also learning by myself, and then I'm giving myself to the duty to do this. That means like I also studying by myself. That means like because like I'm very directed to focusing on the market nowadays. Not only like I'm programmatically getting some of the data from the market. Not only that, I also I need to learn. I need to learn by myself. So from the data, sometimes, for example, just to give in this kind of like a topic, I also learn it myself. Like for example, the IPO, which company is growing a lot. Unless I give this kind of a session, I didn't investigate. So that is a good plus for myself too. So it's not only giving you, it's also giving myself too.
I hear
So
you.
that, yeah.
Myself, I've been in the finance sector for approximately 20 years, including in the data science sphere. I hear your backdrop. It appears to me that, of course, you're very strong in your data science arena. But with respect to the finance one, I guess you draw most of your insights from having done a lot of data mining with respect to the financial field. But I could sense that a lot of your derivations of information, right, seem to be very heavy from data and not exactly from the usual financial domain. That is to say, you don't really, you don't watch that much Bloomberg, any of those terminals, the usual conventional channels. I should be right?
So what you're saying is like it's not the common things.
Yes, your derivation of information and sources are not so much on the common one, but more on the data anchor side.
Yeah, actually, like I'm trying to be unique. I'm trying to be the unique myself, and also I'm checking about the many news too. But I think I take you comment as a kind of complimentation. I mean, like complimenting. Maybe like I don't know, like how you feel, like your sector, maybe like how you checking is probably different from the what I'm checking from my sector, because like for me I'm more focusing on high growth area and tech area, and I'm basically my background is more that area. So besides, I think so I also check about the many different information. It's not only some the Bloomberg or those kind of information. Not only that, I also checking about from the Japan news, Japanese some the resource source, many of that. So maybe if you feel some the gap between your view and my view, it's because probably the sector are different. Also, the source are different, maybe.
Yes, our interest could vary a little bit, and I also have been drawing a lot of API from the various data sources, including a lot US based, in order to have so-called a more collective intelligence on what the market is, its current valuation, and whether are we over the mountain, stuff like such. But I could see that there are quite a few stuff that I could be learning from you actually. Of course, while you were talking, I scanned through LinkedIn, etc. But I could not necessarily, what do you call it? I mean, it's not like you are the PhD student at Waseda. I don't know. How do I get linked up with you, if I may ask?
Oh, okay. You can come to my website. I always share my website. I can give you the.
If you type into the chat box, I will be able to secure. Thank you.
Okay. So So if you go to this website, I'm posting the every my session here, as well as like my thought of the market. Sometimes, but mostly like my session. And also, yeah, so that you can just follow from here. I also have, yeah, mainly that one. And also I have the YouTube video. You can just go check there. That also linked to this website too. So you can go there. You can subscribe me in the YouTube video. Otherwise, I think, yeah, if you, I take you as a compliment. So your comment as a compliment. So yeah, thank you so much. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. And then, if you just want to listen more, then I can every week I have this kind of session. Next week I will talk about the macro. Not only the macro indicator, some particular indicator, which probably you also curious about that. I will talk next week.
Yes, I do write quite a bit of Python codes, including Power BI and the interfaces with API, your Pandas reader, etc. But I was, of course, hoping to cross some swords with you in order to learn more, etc. I have a data science business. I also have a financial businesses, etc. Will potentially seek more correspondence with you in order to potentially say elevate better opportunity for both myself and yourself. Now, let me not stretch you out thin tonight, but if I may pose a last question. I saw the heat map that you did earlier in the first 5 minutes of your sharing. May I ask, where do you secure those?
Where do I get that information?
Where do you get the heat map showing the heat map including the what you call it?
Yeah, understand. That is, if you go to the FinBiz, I think, okay, let me share I think FinBiz, this one. By the way, so if you want to know more about like what I'm checking, if you come to my website here,
yes.
Then what was that? Okay, what is it? Yeah, this one. So if you come here, I put like 10 very important websites we can use for the market analysis. So I put here, I think that is one of them. So here, FinBiz, I'm taking the heat map from here. So in order to check the heat map of the financial market, here is the best website. So you can just check to this link.
Definitely. What about primarily your data acquisition? Do you secure most from Yahoo? Or
Yahoo
are there
Finance.
any other
yeah, that is also, I think, the API, right? So the API I'm using is Yahoo Finance, as well as what was that name?
Quandel?
I forgot.
I wonder, have you used Quandel?
No, I don't use that one. I don't use that one. But last week, I think I talked about that session. So if I come to it up here, then it's coming to this here. If you come to last week, then I explained that one too.
This is my first interface with you, actually.
Really? Okay. Last week I talk about these things, and then
that's nice. You have a fee.
Yeah. Yes.
And then people get to learn. Yeah.
Only for the programming stuff, because it takes time.
Yes.
Most of this talk session is free.
I'm more than happy to pay for those.
Oh, really? Okay.
Definitely.
So I'm using this, maybe I think I can have the another session, like how I'm getting the source, like each like API. Like this is the one of them. I'm using this Rapid API. As also the financial, where was that? Financial free API. So then if I come here, Rapid API. So this one, Alpha Advantage. This one is giving us a technical indicator. Means like MACD or moving average or those kind of stuff, right? So I'm getting the data from here too. So that this is the fundamental. I don't get the fundamental here, but for example, this is the technical indicator, SMA, EMA, all of this stuff. Yeah, all of this stuff, the technical indicator. I'm also getting from here. Also, for example, like trading view, right? Trading view. Anything is fine. So, yeah, so for example, this one, I'm not sure if yeah, many actually. Like the many source is there. So I'm getting the different source from many places. Yeah, so there's this kind of stuff, like yeah, this is a trading view, right? I probably you know about this place. This is each price is volume. Then we can know like okay, so which volume is high. That means like which price is it's very steady, or which price is very shallow. Then if I put like the money, for example, here, if I buy here, that means like I take amount for all of the people. So I'm very advantageous position here. But if I buy from here, then I'm disadvantaged. So I shouldn't buy from here or something like that. But anyway, yeah, so I have many sources. It's not only this. Yeah, but I probably like gradually, little by little, I will share in the session, because like every time my session, my topic are different. So based on that topic, I will also change the source.
I hear you. But would you say something like Quandel is not so good, or would you say like using Pandas Reader to read into FRED, F-R-E-D, is that bad? I mean, it seems like you're not using this tool. I'm currently examining them and I find them decent, but maybe you have a deeper knowledge of this.
Quandel it's not clean, like because like many people is just providing whatever. It's not verified data, and I'm not sure if that is it's well cleaned up data or not. So that's why I'm not using much. I only use like some the verified data only. Some, for example, the OECD. OECD.
Yeah, I'm familiar with OECD, yes.
Yeah, so for example, this kind of stuff is more like OECD, like it's verified, or data API. Probably like 2 weeks later, I will talk about the R language, and then that R language, I will talk about this OECD, because like getting the data from the OECD is a bit tricky. So I created some of the R language too. So they have like GitHub. If I come here, OECD. So I'm using this one to get the data, and then this one is cleanly get some of the particular data. But this one is macro data. So, but anyway. Yeah, so I'm using some verified data only.
I hear you. Then Satoshi-san, may I ask, how long have you been in Singapore?
6 years, I think.
I hear you. Yeah. Well, okay, like I say, I'm not going to stress you out. You did see that I left my email address down, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it'd be good to stay in contact. I do I do actually sell curriculums to organizations out there, with respect to coding, etc. So there is always potential opportunity that we could collaborate.
So you want me to be that place, the tutor or something?
Sorry. So I was saying that we do sell curriculums to educational institutes. Then sometimes I get some of my data scientists to submit the work. Well, on another range of occasion, I could potentially collaborate with you instead, so as to have more diversity and redundancy on my systems and mechanism actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So hopefully let's stay in contact. You saw my email address. You could look into my .com. I own this firm. So yeah, probably more can be spelled out. I also do notice that it seems that you don't touch Power BI.
I don't touch what? Sorry.
You don't touch Microsoft Power BI.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
No.
I mean you yeah.
Yeah. No.
Pro and cons. But if I may ask you, you did a lot of your codings in Colab. Are you telling me that you do not usually like to write it in the .py or in the Jupyter notebook? You don't like those environments?
Because like Colab is almost the same as the Jupyter notebook, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not much difference. I have many different. I have many source I created by myself. I also have my own Kindle book. So if you go there, then you can find some of the explanation of the coding. They also yeah, so like this, right? So yeah, I have many. Some stuff, for example, is already open in my website. If I come to this website, then this data analytics code, then I'm showing this one in the GitHub gist. So you can see what I wrote here, but it's not everything. I'm not everything disclosed, but some, yes, some disclosed. Then also I have some book I wrote. It's published in the Kindle, so that people can read, learn. Then yeah, but anyway, I have every week. I have the session, so yeah, we can still keep in touch. So yeah, if we still have many the session. It's ongoing. So I hope you enjoy my session. Yeah.
Satoshi-san, thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. So that's it for today. If we don't have any other question, I will finish here. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you.
じゃあまたね。
Bye.